James Gunn takes to Threads to address a major Superman concern, reveals that the movie has employed zero CGI, blasting his critics. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. Gunn knows that better than anyone. And it doesn't come as a shock that he has concentrated his efforts on bringing to life a live-action version of Superman first. Starring David Corenswet, the movie will be crucial for the rebooted DCU. The Marvel Cinematic Universe kicked off with Iron Man. And the rest is history. Everyone knows that Robert Downey Jr.'s character was crucial to the MCU's success. Such was his influence that they had to bring him back when the MCU was going through its worst run. James Gunn has already greenlit a slew of DCU projects, with the plan for the first chapter, Gods and Monsters, already set in stone. We'll get to see Supergirl, Batman, and many more in action in the first chapter. No wonder the hype is real. And so is the pressure. When the Superman trailer was dropped, fans were left shocked. Comparisons were drawn between Henry Cavill and David Corenswet. Their outfits. The difference in color grading between the movies that are almost a decade apart. What made the Iron Man trilogy so special was that he was no bigwig in the comics, not one of the stature of Spider-Man or the X-Men, yet it was the most loved. Superman, on the other hand, is the man around whom the universe revolves. If the DCU wants to avoid the fate that the DCU succumbed to, getting a good start is critical. Anyone could see that it wasn't looking good for the movie's prospects. The reality did not escape James Gunn. The 58-year-old has been ever active on social media platforms, interacting with fans and addressing their concerns. After the latest Superman TV spot gave fans a new sneak peek into the film, some concerns regarding Corenswet's looks were flagged. One user, while praising the TV spot, pointed out that the CGI used to edit the 31-year-old's face looked a little odd. It is no secret that Nolan has always been averse to using CGI. The Inception director has always made it a point that he keeps the shots as real as he can. Avoiding the use of CGI goes a long way toward doing that. And the co-CEO of DC Studios is looking to do just that. In a reply on Threads, he said, Gunn was quick to point out that wasn't the case. In reality, the effect was a result of the director's dedication to getting the best shot. To do so, he relied on a trick of the trade that Christopher Nolan ardently advocates. As the world gears up to find the answer to these questions, we can only do one thing: wait till July 11, 2025. There is absolutely zero CG in his face. People's faces can look different when you put a wide-angle lens up close. The background plate in Svalbard is 100% real, as is David. James Gunn has displayed his excellent filmmaking chops across multiple fields, with his superhero works ironically being some of his finest. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. For instance, his work on the Guardians of the Galaxy saga from the MCU and DC ventures like Peacemaker, 2022, and the Suicide Squad, 2021, are widely regarded as some of the best projects helmed by him to date. This would make even the die-hard Snyderverse fans believe in James Gunn's vision. However, some fans continue to doubt what he would bring about in his new version of the DCU, especially all those Henry Cavill fans out there who loved him as Superman. But it seems those doubts and worries are all in vain, especially after listening to voice actor Alan Tudyk explain just how Gunn has been taming Creature Commandos, the first project from his DC reboot universe. James Gunn has displayed his excellent filmmaking chops across multiple fields, with his superhero works ironically being some of his finest. For instance, his work on the Guardians of the Galaxy saga from the MCU and DC ventures like Peacemaker, 2022, and the Suicide Squad, 2021, are widely regarded as some of the best projects helmed by him to date. Recently, actor Alan Tudyk, who would notably be voicing the radioactive Dr. Phosphorus in this very soon-to-be-released series, shared freshly intimate details about the same during an exclusively held panel at the Boston Fan Expo. As fans already know, the upcoming adult animated television series Creature Commandos will be the first project from James Gunn's newly rebooted DC universe and will give fans the first glimpse of the vision the mastermind has for bringing about the characters from the DC Comics world. Continuing to talk about how the series has been scripted and animation has been done, he said, "It's very good. It's a group of villains and it's like, well, how the hell do all of these people fit together? When he, Gunn, asked me to do it, that's all I saw. So it's good and has a group of villains all fit together in one piece of work? That sounds interesting, especially if Gunn is the one helming it. As shared by Collider, the resident alien actor said in the interview about his perspective on Gunn's ideas for this show. When I read it, it was the best thing I had read in so long, and it was moving. And that is what James Gunn does so well. I can't wait for people to see it. I've now seen some of it and it looks really great. What's more is that this praise didn't end there, neither for the show nor for Gunn. Well, non-Gunn fans may believe this to be a bit too messy and chaotic, including so many different characters. But those who are fairly acquainted with the filmmaker's works and have especially seen the GOTG saga know exactly how perfectly he can fit everyone and everything in the storyline. However, that's not all. Because this upcoming animated series is even capable of pulling the rug from under you. For the record, all of these people include Frankenstein, some lady with she's like a fish face, and she's got some kind of fish tank on her head, and like a robot, and the art seems a little bit different on each one has their own kind of style. His writing, guys, it's so good. It's so good. I realized I'm the perfect audience for him. He does that thing that Joss Whedon did so well where it is. There's humor in everything. During the same panel, Tudyk didn't hesitate to let everyone know just how much in awe he was of Gunn. Initially, he praised the genius writing, saying, adding to this, he further mentioned how Gunn is funny, before continuing to explain what exactly this praise means for him with respect to Gunn's work. Like when something's making you laugh and then it pulls the rug out from under you. Like, maybe some people have seen Serenity. When the rug gets pulled out of you. Sometimes it comes in the form of a huge telephone pole-sized stake through all of your major organs because that's big, big stake. Anyway, James does that. The Moana actor then went on to talk more about the series, explaining. So you have these moving, touching stories about these extraordinary characters who can sometimes be metahumans and sometimes just be, just interesting people around metahumans and robots and animals. Either way, it sounds like this could turn out to be a breakthrough event for Gunn as DC's co-CEO if things actually turn out as good as Tudyk seems to praise them. Needless to say, judging from Tudyk's incredibly positive comments on this upcoming series, the first project from Gunn's DC universe just might be good enough to make fans want more, and could have even the Henry Cavill fans believing in his vision for the superhero-verse. Now that the third installment in the Guardians of the Galaxy series has made it to the big screens, James Gunn's tenure with Marvel Studios has officially come to a tearful end. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. With his MCU denouement in place, the filmmaker is now back to running DC Studios along with Peter Safran as the superhero franchise goes through a major overhaul under the co-COS